warm welcome to the first session of the Sistine Congregation. We will kickstart the ceremony by having the opening prayer offered by Reverend Dr. Bwedi Nyamiche, the General Overseer of the Maker's House Chapel. Let's welcome him.
Shall we please rise and pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you. We give you all the praise, glory, and honor for the gift of life, the opportunity to see today. We pray and we ask you to take preeminence. Let everything be done in accordance with your will. At the end of the day, your people will be edified, and you, our King of Kings, will be glorified. In the name of the one who rules, reigns, and has regency, Christ Jesus, the Son of the living God, we've prayed. Amen.
Thank you very much, Reverend. Our special guest of honor, the President of the Republic, Your Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Our guest of honor, the Honorable Minister for National Security, Mr. Albert Kandapa, Minister for Education, Dr. Ya Osei Edichum, Chairman of Council, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deans and Directors, the Director General of the National Intelligence Bureau, the Director General of the National Signals Bureau, members of convocation staff, alumni graduates, distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen. I respectfully welcome you to the fifth session of the Sistine Congregation of the University of Professional Studies, Accra. I am Abba Loko, the Director of Public Affairs, and I'll be directing affairs of this morning's ceremony. The University of Professional Studies Act 2012 empowers the university to award its degrees, diplomas, and certificates. It also provides that the Chancellor or his representative presides at all congregations held for the purpose of conferring degrees and diplomas. I therefore respectfully invite the Chairman of Council to deliver his welcome statement and constitute this assembly as the fifth session of the Sistine Congregation of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, for the conduct of this morning's business. Let's welcome the Chairman of Council.
Good morning. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, our special guest of honor and speaker, the Minister of National Security, Honorable Minister of Education, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, members of convocation, staff, alumni, members of the media, proud parents and guardians, our graduates, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today we celebrate a milestone in the lives of our graduates from the School of Graduate Studies, as we award the appropriate postgraduate degrees to deserving students who have satisfied
the requirement for graduation from the School of Graduate Studies. I must single out the Master of Arts graduates in Peace, Security, and Intelligence Management. I recognize the outstanding leadership of our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Abednego F.O. Amate, for his unwavering dedication and vision, which have transformed UPSA into a beacon of academic excellence as he delivers his final graduation remarks. The university values your dedication and excellent service. Ladies and gentlemen, by the powers conferred on the Chancellor by the Act of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, I, Dr. Kofi Ohinikunadu, Chairman of the University Council, acting in the stead of the Chancellor, hereby constitute this assembly as the 5th session of the 16th Congregation of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, to receive the report of the Vice-Chancellor on the work of the university over the past year for the conferment of doctorate and various master's degrees, and the presentation of academic prizes and awards to deserving persons of the School of Graduate Studies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. The Vice-Chancellor traditionally gives his annual report to congregation at this forum on developments that have taken place at the university over the last academic year. Before the Vice-Chancellor's address, we will have our first musical interlude by the UPSA choir. The Vice-Chancellor's address will follow immediately. So the UPSA choir. Give us.
Good morning. UPSA will respond when we greet. Good morning. That's good. Your Excellency, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic, and Special Guest of Honor, the Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Yao Educhum, the Honorable Minister for National Security, Mr. Albert Kandapa, the Chairman of the University Council, Dr. Kofi Konedu, the Pro Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, members of the Ministerial Advisory Board, the Member of Parliament for Asawase Constituency, Honorable Mutaka Mubarak, alumni, members of convocation, graduates, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me add my voice to the many you have heard so far and welcome you to the 5th session of the 16th Congregation Ceremonies of UPSA. This session is the 5th in a series of graduation ceremonies of the university for the 2023-2024 academic year. My special welcome and gratitude goes to the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for accepting our invitation to be the special guest of honor and speaker for today's ceremony. One of the main reasons for gathering here today is to award the appropriate degrees and diplomas to students who have satisfied the requirements for graduation from the UPSA School of Graduate Studies. Additionally, as has been the practice, the occasion provides the platform for me, the Vice Chancellor, to give highlights of the report on the work of the university for the previous year. Today, however, I tell a simple story. 8 years ago, on August 12, 2017, I stood behind another podium under a tent and delivered my first graduation speech as Vice Chancellor of this great university. On that occasion, I can confidently say I was a reflection of the sentiments each of the graduating students felt on that day, and what all graduating students feel before their degrees are conferred upon them. Grateful, eager, anticipatory, ready to take a bite out of what the world was going to offer and make a mark. But on that day also, there were questions running through my mind. My qualifications had been scrutinized and attacked. My integrity had been challenged. My incompetence had been called into question, and I was facing a skeptical audience. Even friends and colleagues who were sympathetic to my cause had genuine doubts, especially so when the new MPP government had taken office, and I was under the dark cloud of being appointed by the previous government. Gratefully, the strong and supportive leadership of the Minister of Education at the time, Dr. Matupuku Prempe, provided me with the opportunity and the space to take initiative and to grow. His guidance, continued by the current Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Educhum, the Chairman of the UPSA Council, Dr. Kofi Konedu, and in recent times, the Chancellor, Dr. Kofi Sapon, helped me to become into the leader I am today, and has resulted in the many accomplishments that by the grace of God, we have been able to achieve as management during these 8 transformative years. Today, 8 years later, I stand before you to deliver my final graduation remarks. I am still grateful and anticipatory, but more than anything else, I am reflective, pensive, and appreciative of what we have been able to offer to UPSA and what UPSA has offered me. We have achieved a lot together in 8 years. 8 years ago, we had 21 academic programs. Today, 8 years later, we have 51. 8 years ago, we had 3 associate professors. Today, 8 years later, we have 14 associate professors and 5 full professors. 8 years ago, our faculty had a cumulative total of about 50 publications. Today, 8 years later, with the introduction of our unique publications reward scheme, total faculty publications have quadrupled. 8 years ago, we had 11,500 students. Today, 8 years later, we have 23,000 students. 8 years ago, we had one hostel. Today, 8 years later, we have 3 hostels, numerous infrastructure projects, and the Twin Tower, which will be commissioned this morning. 8 years ago, we were not featured in any global rankings. 8 years later, we ranked 4th locally and have penetrated the global rankings in the world. And 8 years ago, you were not here, but 8 years now, you are seated at UPSA. And we are glad to announce that just yesterday, GTech approved 3 LLM programs for UPSA to run it. Grateful. As I warmly welcome you as Vice Chancellor to this 5th session of the 16th Congregation Ceremonies of UPSA, I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you sitting in this auditorium. From our students, eager to graduate and embrace what life has to offer, to our faculty, who day in and day out prepare our students for a life of excellence and service, to our administrators, who diligently support our teaching and learning, and to our support staff of drivers, security officers, and cleaners, without whom we could not do our jobs. I say thank you for your warm embrace when I stepped into these huge Vice Chancellor shoes. I hope I did you and all the former rectors and Vice Chancellors of UPSA proud by building on what I meant. And I hope you understand that my success would not have been possible without the part each of you played in it. I'm especially thankful to the President of the Republic that under his tenure, we have been able to achieve all of this. Thank you, sir. Dr. Chancellor, kindly allow me now to begin my report by presenting some statistics on the students we are graduating today. For this cohort, UPSA is graduating 5,608 students. This comprises 1,128 postgraduate students, 45 postgraduate diploma students, 3,781 undergraduate students, and 654 diploma students. Your Excellency, the university is presenting 265 students from the School of Graduate Studies for graduation at this final session. This total figure comprises 1 Doctor of Philosophy student, 12 Master of Philosophy students, 185 Master of Arts students, 22 Master of Science students, and 45 postgraduate diploma students. I wish to mention that the School of Graduate Studies had earlier presented 908 students for the award of various master's degrees at the 4th session of the congregation. And now my advice to graduates. Dr. Chairman, before I conclude my address, please allow me to once again congratulate our graduates on reaching this important milestone. Graduating class of 2024, we are truly proud of you and grateful to God for how far He has brought you. As I mentioned in my introductory remarks, this year's class of graduating UPSA students will be the last that I will address in my capacity as a Vice Chancellor. When I took over the reins as Vice Chancellor, my goals, desires, and aspirations for UPSA were clear. However, the path I had to take to bring these aspirations to fruition were unclear. Therefore, I proceeded on what I believe was the best path to take. I brought my request to Jesus and asked Him to guide and lead me on. Within 8 years, with God as our guide, what we have achieved together is more than I could have ever hoped for or imagined. I can only thank the good Lord for how far He has brought UPSA and how far He has brought me. Now, more than ever, the world needs courageous, strong, independent thinkers who believe in the importance of humanity to be leaders. And I know that UPSA has prepared you to take on whatever mantle you choose to carry. So if in stepping out into this world, you are unsure of what it holds, I tell you to fear not. And I ask you to use my life as an example of how far our God can take us, because I'm a living testament of his goodness. As I bring my remarks to a close, I ask you to remember these words from a poem called Fear by Lebanese-American writer, poet, and visual artist, Khalil Gibran. Chairman, allow me to paraphrase and only share a few verses. I quote, "It is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back fondly at the path she had traveled, and in front of her she sees an ocean so vast that to enter means nothing more than certainty of disappearing forever. But there's no other way. Nobody can go back. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean, because only then will fear disappear, and only then will the river know that it is not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean." Congratulations, graduates. Go out into this brave new world and become the ocean. Always remember, be present, be punctual, participate, and be prepared. Dr. Chairman, and ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. Chairman, sir, may I now invite our guest of honor, the Honorable Minister for National Security, Mr. Albert Kandapar, to share a few words and then introduce our special guest of honor. Let's welcome him.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the Vice Chancellor, members of the University Council, faculty members, distinguished guests, graduating class, ladies and gentlemen. It certainly is an honor and also a privilege to be here today at the 16th congregation of the distinguished institution, the University of Professional Studies, Accra. This occasion is a testament to the university's dedication to academic and professional excellence, producing graduates equipped to shape the future of our dear nation. And today, we celebrate the collective efforts of the university's leadership, faculty, and students, whose hard work continue to drive UPSA to greater heights. To the graduating class, congratulations. Today marks just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of a journey filled with opportunity, with responsibility, and service to Ghana. UPSA has given you the knowledge. It's now up to you to go out there, translate the knowledge into skills, and apply these skills for the benefit of Ghana, Ghanaians, and the global community. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you my boss, a man of vision, exceptional leadership, and a deep dedication to the development of education in our country. Under his stewardship, significant, and I mean significant strides have been made to expand access to education at all levels, ensuring that no Ghanaian child is left behind. Please, join me in welcoming His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, as he delivers his address.
Clergy, Minister for Education and Member of Parliament for Bosumtwe, the Minister for National Security, Deputy Chief of Staff of the Office of the President and officials of the Presidency, the Member of Parliament for Asawasi, Chairperson and members of the Governing Council of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, faculty, staff, graduates, students, and alumni of UPSA, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to join you today for this occasion. The 16th Congregation of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, UPSA. I'm equally delighted to be here to commission the newly constructed Twin Towers and Multipurpose Lecture Block, a magnificent addition to this growing institution's infrastructure. This facility stands as a clear testament to UPSA's commitment to expanding access to quality education and creating an environment that fosters excellence. Let me extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Vice Chancellor and the Chairperson and members of the Governing Council of UPSA for their warm invitation. It is a pleasure to witness firsthand the remarkable progress being made at this institution, which continues to redefine professional education in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, this institution, the University of Professional Studies, Accra, UPSA, is a shining example of the transformative power of education and vision. From its humble beginnings as the Institute of Professional Studies to its present status as one of Ghana's leading institutions of higher learning, UPSA's journey has been remarkable. This evolution is proof of the dedication, resilience, and forward-thinking leadership that have brought it this far. Indeed, UPSA has become synonymous with academic excellence and professional training, nurturing graduates who are equipped to meet the demands of a dynamic and rapidly evolving world. It is not just a center for knowledge acquisition. It is also a place where ideas are shaped, skills are honed, and innovation is fostered. The story of UPSA's success would be incomplete without acknowledging the visionary leadership of its past and present vice chancellors, as well as the unwavering devotion of its faculty and staff. Their commitment to shaping the minds of our future leaders is commendable, and for this, the government extends its deepest appreciation, as it does to the outgoing Vice Chancellor, Professor Abednego Amate, whose work here will, I am confident, attract the epitaph legendary as the ages unfold. Today's congregation holds special significance. It is a celebration of perseverance, hard work, and achievement. To the graduating class, this moment marks a culmination of years of sacrifice. You have earned this honor through discipline and resilience. Your success is not only a personal triumph, but also a collective victory for your families, your university, and indeed for our nation. In an increasingly competitive global landscape, institutions like UPSA play a vital role in preparing the next generation of leaders and professionals. The innovative programs developed here are designed not just to educate, but also to empower. A shining example is the Master of Arts program in Peace, Security, and Intelligence Management, which is run in collaboration with the Ministry of National Security. I'm proud to note that some 90 personnel from our state security and intelligence agencies have benefited from this program. This initiative highlights the practical role education plays in addressing the challenges of national security, peace, and stability. It also underscores the importance of partnerships between academia and public institutions in building a stronger, more resilient Ghana. Beyond this, UPSA's numerous programs, from leadership development to doctoral studies, reflect its commitment to producing graduates who are not only skilled, but also agents of positive change in their communities. Ladies and gentlemen, education remains at the heart of our national development agenda. It is the great equalizer, the surest pathway to breaking the cycle of poverty and reducing inequality. Over the past 8 years, my government has prioritized free secondary high school education, ensuring that every Ghanaian child, regardless of background, has access to quality education. Our commitment does not stop there. We're actively pursuing reforms to enhance tertiary education in Ghana, improving access, governance, and quality. These efforts aim to position institutions like UPSA to compete on a global stage while equipping students with the tools to thrive. The National Security Strategy outlines our resolve to building educational infrastructure based on equity, quality, and inclusivity, ensuring that no child is indeed left behind. To the graduating class, as you prepare to step into the world beyond these walls, I encourage you to embrace 3 guiding principles that have served me well over the years: hard work, excellence, and patriotism. Hard work is the foundation of success. It demands focus, determination, and an unyielding spirit to rise above challenges. The road ahead will not always be easy, but through strength and loyalty, you can achieve greatness. Excellence must be your watchword. Never settle for good enough. Strive to be the best in all you do. Excellence is not a single achievement. It is a lifelong pursuit, one that requires constant growth, self-reflection, and innovation. Finally, patriotism. Love for our country must inspire your actions. Patriotism is about serving Ghana with integrity, making a difference in your communities, and contributing to national development. It is about believing in the promise of our great nation and doing your part to fulfill it. As you leave this university, remember that you carry the legacy of UPSA with you. Be proud ambassadors of this now great institution, and let the values instilled in you guide your journey. Our nation needs your skills, your ideas, and your energy. To the leadership, faculty, and staff of UPSA, I commend you for your invaluable contributions to nation building. Through your work, you're shaping the future of Ghana, and I encourage you to continue with even greater resolve. To the graduating class, I say once again, congratulations. This is just the beginning. Go forth with confidence, courage, and a sense of purpose. The future belongs to you, and I have no doubt that you will make us proud. May God bless the University of Professional Studies, Accra, and us all, and may He continue to bless our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
We now turn to the presentation of academic prizes to our graduates. Chairman, sir, may I invite the Pro Vice Chancellor Professor John Kweku Mensah to present the graduates who have excelled for the award of academic prizes. Let's welcome the Pro Vice Chancellor.
Chairman, sir, may I present the graduates of the School of Graduate Studies who have excelled in receiving academic prizes. Graduates, when your name is called, please step forward to collect your prize from the Dean. So the Dean of Graduate Studies, please step forward. Best graduating students for MSc Procurement Management, Bapono Jude. Bapono Jude. Prize sponsored by Alumni Estates Company Limited. Best graduating student for postgraduate diploma in leadership and organizational development, Osei Danso Jeniet. Prize sponsored by Professor Entry, the Dean. Best graduating student for MA Digital and Strategic Marketing Management, Nketia Tebri Henry. Prize sponsored by Dr. and Mrs. Patrick Numo. Best graduating student for MA Brands and Communications, Ansa Victoria Saki. Prize sponsored by Graphic Communication Group Ghana Limited. Special prize for best graduating student for MA, Peace Security and Intelligence Management from the Ministry of National Security, Ansa Kwesi Botri. Prize sponsored by Honorable Albert Kandapa. The best project work for MA Peace Security and Intelligence Management, Isifu Fauzia. Prize sponsored by the IGP. Then best project work for MAP Security Intelligence Management from the Ministry of National Security, Nuno Amanda. Prize sponsored by Honorable Kendapa. Then Chairman said, the best graduating student for MA Peace Security Intelligence Management, Isa Abdul Wahab. Prize sponsored by the IGP, George Akufu Dampari. Thank you, sir.
Chairman, sir, I now call on the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Professor Samuel Entry, to present the student who has fulfilled the doctorate degree requirements of the University of Professional Studies and has been found worthy, both in learning and in character, to be admitted to the doctorate degree pursued by the graduate. Let's welcome Prof. Entry.
Will the graduating doctorate graduate please stand and remain standing? Chairman, sir, I, Professor Samuel Entry, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, present to you the doctorate student who has successfully completed the degree requirements in this university and has been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Marketing of the University of Professional Studies. I pray for the conferment of the degree due him.
Safo Katanka Akwesi, dissertation topic, Impact of Consumer Ethnocentrism, Trust, Brand Equity on Indigenous Bank Customer Loyalty. a study of banks in crisis.
The Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, by the powers vested in the Chancellor by the Act of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, I, Dr. Kofi Ohinikunadu, Chairman of the University Council, acting in the stead of the Chancellor, admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Marketing of the University of Professional Studies. Ayiko.
Chairman, sir, may I call back to the podium the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies to present those students of the school who have fulfilled the master's degree requirements of the University of Professional Studies and have been found worthy both in learning and in character to be admitted to the various master's degrees and postgraduate diploma pursued by the graduates in the School of Graduate Studies. Let's welcome Prof. Entry back to the podium.
May I invite all the graduates in the School of Graduate Studies to come forward for acknowledgement. Will the graduating students in the School of Graduate Studies please stand and remain standing? The graduates, except the ladies, will take off their caps. Chairman, sir, I, Professor Samuel Entry, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, present to you those students of the School of Graduate Studies who have successfully completed the master's degree and postgraduate diploma requirements in this university and have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Master of Philosophy in Accounting, Master of Science in Procurement Management, Master of Arts in Brands and Communications Management, Master of Arts in Digital and Strategic Marketing Management, Master of Arts in Peace, Security and Intelligence Management, Postgraduate Diploma in Leadership and Organizational Development of the University of Professional Studies. Those present and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list, and for whom I stand prosy, I pray for the conferment of the degrees and postgraduate diplomas due them.
Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, by the powers vested in the Chancellor, by the Act of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, I, Dr. Kofi Ohinikunadu, Chairman of the University Council, acting in the stead of the Chancellor, admit you all and severally to the following degrees and postgraduate diploma of University of Professional Studies. Master of Philosophy, Accounting, Master of Science and Procurement Management, Master of Arts in Brands and Communication Management, Master of Arts in Digital and Strategic Marketing Management, Master of Arts in Peace, Security and Intelligence Management, Postgraduate Diploma in Leadership and Organizational Development. Ayiko.
Please put on your caps, place the tassel to the left, and be seated. Congratulations.
Chairman, sir, we will have a selection of songs to allow the graduates to celebrate the UPSA way. Before we do that, let's do our UPSA hip, 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 3 to celebrate the graduates. So hip, 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 hip. Oh, there's no vim in the hip, hip, hip at all. Can we stand, please, so that we give energy to the hip, hip, hip? So hip, hip, hip. Oh, it's as if you didn't end the degree yourselves. So let's do it one more time for ourselves. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Congratulations, Ayiko. Kindly be seated. The choir, kindly give us a selection of songs.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. Chairman, sir, permit me at this point to invite the registrar, Mrs. Lauren Jan, to administer the alumni oath to our graduates. Let's welcome the registrar.
Will all the graduates rise and remain standing? Turn your brochures to page 34 and repeat after me. So when you say I, you set your individual names. Shall we go? I do solemnly pledge to faithfully fulfill my duties as an alumnus of the University of Professional Studies, Accra. I pledge to use my knowledge, skills, and experiences to the best of my ability for the advancement of learning and the well-being of my community and country. I promise to be a loyal ambassador for my university to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will endeavor in all my dealings to be a person of honor and repute and to bring respect to my alma mater. So help me God. Thank you. Congratulations.
Shall we rise for the UPSA Anthem? You would find that on page 32 of the booklet. Kindly rise, let's sing the UPSA Anthem.
I don't know the anthem.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, the Honorable Minister for Education, the Honorable Minister for National Security, Chairman of Council, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar. May I now invite the Chairman to dissolve the first session of the Sistine Congregation.
Our special guest of honor, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Addo of my heart. The Minister of National Security, Honorable Member of Parliament, and Minister of Education, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, members of convocation, staff, alumni, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The Vice Chancellor has given us an overview of the remarkable resilience of our great university, how it has risen to the challenges of our times to innovate, evolve, and grow in all aspects, especially in technological advancement, unprecedented infrastructural development, and human capital and talent acquisition. That is the nature of character of UPSA. I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations once again to our graduates from the graduate school. Please, let us give them a round of applause. Go forth and make a difference in your communities and beyond. Be good ambassadors of the University of Professional Studies. We are immensely proud of you and look forward to seeing the remarkable contribution you will make to society. On behalf of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to each of you for honoring our university's invitation to attend this ceremony. I wish you a safe journey back to your respective destinations. I now declare the 5th session of the Sistine Congregation of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, duly dissolved.
Kindly, to our graduates, you will collect your certificate from the graduate school, right from here. We would now proceed to recess. Please remain standing for the recession, and we invite you to use the side doors after the recession, after the procession has left the building. Thank you very much. The President will be commissioning the Twin Towers, the building, So, right from here, kindly join as we celebrate a milestone in our university. Thank you, and Ayuko, congratulations, and have a pleasant day. Thank you very much.